Carlos Moore, the 79th president of the National Bar Association. I'm happy to announce that on Dr. King's birthday, just 2 days ago, the National Bar Association was on the ground on streets of Washington, D.C. It was a day on and not a day off. We marched for voting rights. We joined over 149 other organizations demanding that the Senate reform the filibuster and that they deliver for the people and protect our democracy at all costs. Voting rights are sacrosanct in this country, and we must have them. They must be expanded. We must strengthen and restore Section 5 to the Voting Rights Act. And so we must have successful passage of the Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. My theme this year has been Stand Up NBA, strong, tenacious advocacy for a new deal uplifting our people. Voting rights is at the top of my agenda, of our agenda for the NBA, and we will not rest until victory is won. I applaud the members who gave up their time on the holiday, not to rest, but to fight and stand for voting rights. We will continue to be on the battlefield as we are needed and called upon.
Greetings. I'm Henry Floyd Jr., the Vice President of Regions and Affiliates for the National Bar Association, and I bring you greetings on behalf of President Carlos E. Moore and the 66,000 attorneys, judges, law students, and legal professionals nationwide and internationally who proudly call themselves members of our esteemed association. For many of us, the choice to become attorneys was rooted in a deep desire to help, to uplift the people who look like us, who've lived where we live, who grew up with us, but who may not have had the opportunities that we have had to enable us to be where we are today.
On this holiday marking his father's birthday, Martin Luther King III led a peace walk across Washington's Frederick Douglass Bridge. He called on Congress to pass stricter protections for voting rights.
If you can deliver an infrastructure bill for bridges, you can deliver voting rights for Americans. If you do not, there's no bridge in this nation that can hold the weight of that failure.
The bill would remove restrictions that Republicans say enhance election security. But with its passage in doubt, advocates say the nation is at a critical point.
We need to have protections at the polls and to make sure that we can get there safely.
The King family wants changes now, putting more pressure on Congress to pass sweeping voting rights reform to give more Americans access to the ballot and not allow Senate rules to stand in their way.
The unmitigated gall to hide behind cloture and the filibuster, two procedural hurdles. When black people turned the tide to get Joe Biden elected, it puts me beside myself.